It's official. Mercedes Mone NEED remains the most insufferable wrestler on the planet. If you could just spare 3 minutes, Goldberg is back. Oh my goodness! Welcome to the official TSK Takeover of Max Wrestling. All right, well, as I said, welcome in. I am El Jefe. These are the boys. It's DC. It's Rob. They're still trying to cut me off from the beginning because, good God, it was horrible. Let's hop into what we got coming up to you tonight. We talked about last night, AEW Grand Slam Mexico. There's some good, there's some bad, there's some lucha. Goldberg returns as another spoofed title match because ratings, I think, or maybe he's got some dirt on somebody. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a little bit. Plus, as we close in 1 week away from Trivia Takeover, we hear from the master Kingpin himself, the Kingpin. Goodness gracious, bringing up all of his old last names. So, of course, make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling. All you got to do is tickle that like button, smash the subscribe button, and for those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcasts, and for a whole bunch of links and a whole lot more, head over to maxwrestlingnet.webby.com, where you actually get links to not only this stuff, but to our stuff, and that's the best stuff. All the stuff is the best stuff. So, right after that, this is a special Friday edition. So right after this, head on over to the official Max Wrestling Facebook page, where you do not want to miss the Aftermax post-show, Aftermax, that's what it's called, hosted by Cypher. It's a recap. It's a little bit of an extension. You never really know what goes down. We've had, like, promos happen. We've had call-outs happen. All kinds of stuff could go down. So you got to be a part of it. Check out the QR code on the screen right now. Scan and go after the show. So Raw happened. We'll just start with the E. There's a bunch of crap we're gonna tie into really quick. We're gonna start with the E as they close in on Night of Champions. We did get an Oscar return. People are excited about it. I was excited about it. The world was excited about it. But I don't know. I don't know if it's true excitement or just we knew it was coming, so we popped because we finally called one, or I don't know, what's the old saying? They finally listened to us. We all know it's bullshit. 58-year-old Bill Goldberg is back in the WWE to go after the one guy that I think some of us have been dreading he goes after, and shockingly, some have been wanting him to go after. And I'm going to use his word, Gunther. I thought it was Gunther, but I mean, I just fucking completely dropped the H. But that's Goldberg for you. That's how it goes. I still don't know how to feel. Like I said, I get the idea, the God, what is it? I know they have history, and then there was this whole thing where, like, he talked shit about his family, and then, if I'm not mistaken, Gunther is a massive Bret Hart fan, which ties into this whole fucking thing, because, Bret Hart, Bill Goldberg, they hate each other. So,
Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. Thank you, DC. I've been needing that. I was like, thank you. We're the outsider of the fucking thing. We're not fucking nose deep in the E anymore. And most of the time, that's probably a good thing because the surprises actually hit a little better. At least I think so. They hit a little better, hit a little just different. But this one it stinks of Goldberg. Am I in the wrong?
What it is, Mo, and first before that, the mask that Asuka wore when she came back out was made by the guy that did all the stuff for Bray, which is kind of cool.
Love that. Beautiful.
But you know how bad it is when we derive off the subject completely and go to something else.
Way off topic.
Goldberg coming back was like that thing when you know it's coming. You don't want to acknowledge that it's gonna happen. You, but it's like doing
Be,
your taxes. You
be,
know you
be,
gotta you know it's coming,
I like that. I
but
like
you're
that.
just like
before we get too much further, that mask looked fucking great.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
that mask looked awesome.
dude always does good work.
Yeah, solid. But back to Goldberg.
But back to the old Berg.
Goldberg,
I
Bill
don't-
Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
I just
Nobody wants this.
Now the only thing that would make this even okay,
If Brett came out,
Bret
with
Hart
Walter.
has to
Yes.
come out and screw him over.
yes, concussed him. Payback's a motherfucker.
Just pull out the ref, deck the ref. You know, have Gunther lock him in the sleeper hold, and have Brett just call for the bell.
I'd be cool with that. I would be, but again, I'm.
Have
That
Gunther put him in
sentiment
a
speaks
sharpshooter.
so. It speaks so loud. What Rob said. Nobody wants this. Nobody cares about
No.
this. It's not a thing.
Goldberg fans don't even want this.
But here's the thing that I don't think anybody. I don't know if the internet is talking about it because I don't give a shit enough to dig through enough to figure out if they are or aren't. But this Saturday night's main event is the same night as All In Texas. And if this is supposed to, and again, I've made the dumb joke, the snarky comments before about the programming getting too close to each other. But if this is a real, we're trying to combat against Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. That's low.
Bubba Ray, Uncle Bubba, he actually commented on this. With the shows being the same day, and basically his point was that, of course, it's wrestling. Obviously, you're going to counter program against each other because you don't want the whole wrestling world watching, putting all their focus into one program. But, always a but.
Throw
And
butts in there.
you can't have too much butts. There's got to be a
you cannot
butt
lie.
limit.
Just ask Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Hey, he likes big butts. You cannot lie.
No, sir.
But his point was that this whole thing about AEW not being competition. Are they really not competition if you're really gonna, have fucking Bill Goldberg and Gunther counter program against Kenny and Okada?
Not only that, but when the fuck did Saturday night's main event become such a popular show that it was happening every other fucking month or every month? Like, I don't remember. I remember there was like, oh yeah, we brought it back once, and this was like when the Shield was around, and then it came back a couple more times, and then that was it. It went away for a while. So now all of a sudden,
well, it's supposed to be like a quarterly thing, like Battle of the Belts, which I don't think we've had a Battle of the Belts in a while.
no, we haven't.
But it was supposed to be a quarterly thing, and I don't think it's been 3 months since we've had the last Saturday night's main event.
No.
Has it? It
I
hasn't.
think it's
Weeks.
been,
No.
We had R-Truth versus Cena, and that was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I would say that wasn't
Yeah.
even a month ago.
Yeah, about a month. I just love, again, you put it so perfectly for them not being competition. You guys sure are throwing a lot of shit at the wall at random times. Okay, this isn't like, I don't know. It feels forced. It feels like you're making it competition. It doesn't need to be competition. To each their own. But hey,
And the problem even beyond that, of all Okada and Omega, this is the fourth one, right?
yes, no,
So Okada Omega 4, first time on American soil.
yeah.
And if Bill Goldberg,
Bill
is
Goldberg.
the best that you have, y'all in trouble. You
Yeah.
are in some serious trouble. Like,
Maybe we'll get a good break, like a piss break match, and have 4 minutes to spare to watch Bill Goldberg.
that'll be
and
Gunther
Walter.
versus Goldberg.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
I mean, what's next? You gonna coax Undertaker to drag his happy ass out of Texas, who apparently is now on the writing team?
Son of a bitch. You put it out there, D.
Goodness gracious. All right. I mean, so he talked a little bit about it himself. He said there's a lot of reasons why I'm doing this. If I push came to shove, I wouldn't have planned it. I'm 58 years old, but this is the way that things go. Unfortunately, his last match with WWE contractually was against Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. A number of things went wrong with that scenario. So I guess this is his way of trying to make up for some shit. I just don't.
He's got a lot to make up for. You know, I mean, we can go into that list forever, but looking into his last 5 matches, he's had 5 matches in the last 5 years. His total ring time is under 27 minutes.
Total. That's like the average Will Ospreay match.
I was gonna say, there's guys that do that once a week.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't need to do this. You really don't, because we don't want to see it.
Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, your kid's grown. You don't have to be his superhero anymore. Like, most of the young kids now, or the people that knew you from either your WCW run or your initial WWE run, are grown with kids of their own.
Yep.
We don't want to see it.
Don't get me wrong,
You
bro.
know,
Like, your theme hits in the gym.
You could be watching this with your kid. Like, yeah, I remember when Goldberg could actually go.
That's the
To an
worst
extent.
part. That's the worst part of it. Is like, you want to reminisce, but here, and then you bring that up beautifully because, like, I want to reminisce. I was the as many know, I was the WCW guy, so I knew of Goldberg first, whatever. But
Big Nick Patrick fan.
oh, Jesus, son of a bitch! Why did you do that to me? You threw me off my whole fucking train of thought, asshole. As he got older and got into wrestling, you know, action figures came fast and in a hurry. And one of the ones he got was a Goldberg one. But this is like, I was going against Roman Reigns Goldberg. And I just look at this thing every time I see it on the floor. I want to stomp on it. But I put it away instead. And I just think, why? Why did we get to here? Like, what is the point of getting to this? It just didn't make sense then, and that was years ago. And it doesn't make sense now.
No, it doesn't. If you really think about it, like, look at this match with Bray Wyatt. Drizzling shit.
Oh,
He damn near crippled The Undertaker.
yeah. Don't forget that
To
part.
the point where Taker called an audible. Is like, yeah, no, I'm done.
I'm done, Ski.
This match is over.
I'm done, Ski. Yeah. All right. Well, we can go on and on
Bill
about
Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. We can do it on and on forever. Things we don't want. Things, I guess, that are uncontrollable. First thing, I'm going to try to segue that as best as I can. Vince McMahon trying to own and run a company of some sort of combat thingamajig here. He's attempting to buy Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Now, this is the same guy that had a bodybuilding thing, had a lot of interest in buying the UFC originally before it was bought out by the Silvas. And now he's switching his realm outside of pro wrestling and going into, I want to say mixed martial arts, but it's really not. It's just like bare knuckle boxing. Brutality. He wants to get back into brutal fucking action sports, combat sports, whatever have you. I just want to ask one question. It really has nothing to do with, like, oh, is this a good thing? Is it going to bring fucking, eyes to bare knuckle fighting? Is it going to... Does this guy really think there's not enough heat on him for him to just go and, like, nonchalantly buy shit and, like, run a company again? Like...
Yes.
Like, bro, if somebody fucking saw you, like, managing a Walmart, they'd be like, aren't you on fucking trial for, like, a sex ring? Like, this isn't gonna go away, but in his fucking fantasy world, all is well. Business is as usual. It just... blows me away.
Beyond that, Mo, in just over 2 months, he's going to be 80 years old.
What the fuck does an 80-year-old
Why?
need bare knuckle fighting? Like,
So he can book himself to be the champion.
oh God.
You know he's going to do it.
First off, I think the guy's egos in bare knuckle fighting are like way too big to let that happen. But I wouldn't put it past him. I know money talks. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he hired
All
me to be
about
us
the
for crying out
money.
loud. But it's horrendous.
I mean, bare knuckle fighting ain't bringing in a whole lot of money.
No. So again, that dawns another question as on the businessman standpoint. What's the fuck of the point? What's the point of it? It's not going to make you any money. You just want to get back in charge of something so bad. You're like, I'll do this.
I mean, if he were to get his hands on it, he'd probably turn it into a spectacle. I mean, he'd start writing storylines and making characters. Jack Gallagher,
Hey,
he's actually in bare knuckle fighting, so
yeah, he's a.
he's a bad motherfucker. But he would reprise his character, I'm sure. The lead singer for Slaughter to Prevail he's done a couple of fights.
Oh hell no.
And, if you don't know who this guy is, this is a Russian guy who fronts a metal band who wrestles bears and, fights people with his bare knuckles. Wears a mask on stage and screams. I'm sure Vince would give him a nice character.
Nice, I can
sure.
see it now. He's the bear man.
Totally not Nazi-like or anything.
I could see the vignettes now. I really could. He's like wrestling a bear. This is going to be you. Oh God, I'm going to hell. Please don't hurt me. But it's again, nobody wants to see it. Nobody's clamoring for it. I don't like it. I got one positive thing, but D, did you have anything else? Was there anything else worth talking about before we get into this positive stuff?
Not Bill Goldberg.
Oh yeah, not Bill
Goldberg.
So positive stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard, and I'm not gonna get too excited about it, but I'm gonna get too excited about it because I'm just that kind of guy. Bryan Danielson's taking bumps. Bryan Danielson's taking bumps again at the Grand Slam Mexico show. He led a charge out for guys to help from Blue Panther getting his ass beat. So he led some dudes out, and then he ends up hitting the Basaka knee anyway. And I mean, I know it's just one knee. I know we've in the TSK have talked about how he's a part of creative now. So it's. I immediately want to go to the fanboy freak out. Oh my God, he's coming back. Give me something with somebody because I have to have it. I also don't really see anything worth a damn for him to come back for. I mean, he's not gonna be the guy to beat Moxley. I think we said it in our Double or Nothing review. It's Hangman or bust. So
personally for me, if there's one thing, it would be because Moxley's the one that beat him, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be a nice. What's the word I'm looking for?
Payoff.
Yeah.
The word?
There you go. That's not the word I was looking for, but it'll work.
Hey. It also feels.
But I mean the realistic thing here is how is his neck?
Yeah. That's the most important.
I'd really hate for this crazy motherfucker to get paralyzed for the rest of his life.
I mean, at the end of the day, is the risk worth the reward?
No.
Not for Bill Goldberg. No, it's not. But again, fanboy love, fanboy dreams. Give him a bigger creative role then. Give him a bigger creative role. Something. Just something. Give him an on-screen
creative.
They played Final Countdown in Arena Mexico, so that was kind of cool.
I'll play whatever in Arena Mexico. They don't give a shit about your copyrights, motherfuckers.
They sure don't. It's Mexico.
So they do.
You know what else they don't care about? Bill
Goldberg.
Thursday on Max. Predictions, recaps, trivia, and groundbreaking promos, and the occasional rant.
I'm gonna say it again. Fucking Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
You have known for months now that this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight was gonna happen. You knew. You had more than enough time to get the infrastructure for your website ready to go.
Join us on the Max Wrestling Podcast every Thursday. Exclusively on YouTube and audio on all podcast platforms. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Welcome back to another beautifully done Friday edition of the TSK Takeover here on Max Wrestling. I'm LFA, that's DC, there's Rob. We are the boys. Once again, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button on right here on the YouTube. Follow us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Trivia Takeover is the new home for our annual Iron Bank Challenge. 4 competitors fight it out for a briefcase that guarantees them a shot at a title of their choice for up to a year, or they can book themselves in the main event of Promo Mania next year. And Trivia Takeover 10 is next week. That's right, it's the DC rule, baby. It comes your way June 26th. Complete with predictions for Night of Champions. And like I said earlier, it's new home for the Iron Bank Challenge. Who is walking away with the 2025 Iron Bank briefcase? Will it be Cypher? Will it be Beer? Will it be the Captain? Or is it Feeney? We got Corey versus the entire Dragon Club. It's bananas. The television championship is also on the line as Blade Rodriguez defends against the former two-time television champion in his own right, Cypher, as they square off for the first time ever. Go to maxwrestlingnet.movie.com/takeover for more information. And of course, you gotta love the themes. Run for Your Life is the official Trivia Takeover 10 theme from the Captain's Revenge, taken from the very first album, Monster. Like all Captain's Revenge music, it is available everywhere, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, the whole wide works. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without this man, we wouldn't be a team. So it is time to hear from our king, the Kingpin.
He's A.T. Rustlar. Stop everything, brother, and realize that you're tuning in to the whole fucking show, brother. Oh, yeah. And I got a message for you, Kingpin. You see, I was watching Max Wrestling 2 weeks ago, brother. And I had just kicked your ass, and you didn't see it coming. And you didn't see Ted P. De Niro turning his back on you. Oh no, the man who claims he could see everything saw none of it coming. What's it like? What's it like to think you know everything and have the wool completely pull over your eyes, brother? And I gave you some sage advice. A friendly warning, brother. I simply demanded that you stay down. And I warned you that if you got back up, brother, I was unfortunately going to have to do something to make sure that we put you down permanently. And you were a smart man, brother. Or so I thought. But what did you say, brother? When you got back on Max Wrestling? What did you say? What was your response? Hey, monkeys in the truck. Play the clip from 2 weeks ago, bitch.
But another thing I won't be doing is staying down. You are going to have to kill me. The last 2 Max specials have ended with me flat on my back. I'm back on my feet, bitch. And you should be worried. Because it seems like no matter what you do, and no matter who you send at me, you can't do enough to keep me down. Not last time, not this time, not ever. Bury me. That is when I will stay down.
Brother, you know, I gotta say, I thought I was done following your lead, brother. I mean, I've let you lead me down many roads, many dead ends, brother. And I said I'd never do it again. But you know what? That's not a bad idea what you mentioned, is it, brother? I mean, you said, if I want you to stay down, I'm gonna have to kill you, brother. You said, if I want you to stay down, I'm gonna have to bury you. Well, in case you haven't figured it out, I'm on your time, brother. And your wish is my fucking command, brother. So how about this? In 3 weeks, brother, at the next Max Wrestling Special, all for one, brother, myself, A.T. Rustlar, the whole fucking show, brother. Yeah, get a shot of that. Yeah, brother. And my best friend, my confidant, Ted P. De Niro, brother. We're gonna show up at All for One. We're gonna show up and we're gonna have the first ever tag team buried alive match, brother. If you're not scared, if you're not the bitch I think you are, you will show up. And hell, bring anybody. Bring a partner of your choice. I don't care who you get, brother. But I'm here to tell you, and as they say, brother, this is not a prediction, brother. Oh no, this is a spoiler. In 3 weeks at All for One, brother, if you've got the guts to show up and you don't tuck tail between your legs, bitch, myself and Ted P. De Niro are gonna take you and whatever stupid fucking retarded partner that you might be able to find, and we are going to fucking bury you alive, as you wish. Don't disappoint us, Kingpin. You've done that enough, brother. For once in your life, be a man and bring a fucking shovel. And as far as me and Ted P. De Niro, brother, we'll bring the fucking body bags. Yeah, yeah. See you at All for One, bitch.
That was 23:43. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we were in Mexico. No, we weren't in Mexico. AEW was in Mexico. I had a funny feeling this was going to be a hot crowd. I just had a funny feeling it was going to be a hot crowd. And boy, howdy, it was a hot crowd. And you know why it was such a hot crowd? Because the English teacher, that's right, the English teacher comes out here and cuts a whole ass promo in Spanish. Hangman Adam Page. First off, my fucking Spanish is nowhere near that fluid. So, anybody talk shit about his fucking pronunciation, I'd like to see you try.
Okay.
Yo también.
Oh my goodness gracious, this man, it was...
Español no es bueno.
No es bueno.
Para Hangman es número uno siempre.
Love that. That's fucking awesome. Oh my goodness. He had this whole promo. Again, he cuts this entire... He walks out and like everyone expected it to be, he goes, "Hola!" Like real loud, and they were like, okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. He said hola, you know, everybody popped. You know, he's, my nombre es Hangman. They're like, oh shit, okay, you know the generic shit. And then he goes just fucking like nothing into this whole story about how his family had a tobacco farm and they used to travel into Mexico and he used to work hand in hand with Mexicans, and he's like, and that's what was made, that's what made a great team. He thanks them for being in, for allowing us into your home. When we work together, beautiful things happen. We can be the best wrestling company, or we can provide the best wrestling. And then he goes out, calls out Jon Moxley, pretty much just says that he's banned from the arena until the match is over. And, yeah, he's going to want to kick his ass. So it was great. Excalibur tried so fucking hard, to, like, do the translate, and he was just off. But he gets an A for effort. I'll give him
for an effort. Absolutely.
And then a very typical Friday night CMLL Arena Mexico extravaganza kind of match here. A 14-man tag, so 7-on-7. Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Brody King, Temporilo, Bandito, Atlantis, and Atlantis Jr. Jesus Christ. Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, Josh Alexander, Lance Archer, Volador Jr., Hechicero, and Dax hard way. No, was it no Cash Wheeler?
No cash.
No cash. So
They stopped him at the border with the Glock.
they just, I was waiting for one of the funny jokes. He was held back for they said reasons beyond his control, so it definitely has to be the Glock. He's not, he ain't leaving home without it. Got to talk about Brody King's shirt. If we don't talk about Brody King's shirt, I don't know what kind of people we are. Abolish ICE, big as hell on this big massive man. Where is he from? Is he from Van Nuys?
Van Nuys, yep. So
again, if somebody sees LA on fire, I'm sure it would be Brody King firsthand. So
yeah.
It was excellent to see. I absolutely fucking loved it. We got to see the big man do his awesome lucha and make it look fluid. This match was just fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I think that they're trying to build towards something. Whether I think like FTR versus Atlantis and Atlantis Jr., but it looked like they wanted to start something, but then it didn't really get going. They fucking hated Atlantis Jr.
I was just gonna say, anybody watching this, please clue us in why they are booing the ever-loving shit out of Atlantis Jr. This man is a technico, apparently, but they were booing the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, I don't know. And like that was literally, we were literally going back and forth over it last night. We're like, well, he had to have done something. It's the first time they were on fucking television. So again, had to have happened in the realm of CMLL, which again, if anybody knows anything about Lucha Libre and how it goes down in the heart of Mexico, it is these fans do what they want because they want. They're going to have fun. They're going to whatever. You're not going to tell them anything. They're going to live their fucking life in this arena with this show happening. Good match. It was a little weird, though, the ending. Atlanta's got a flash cradle win, but they like stood there. Him and Dax just like stood there for a second, and then the pin happened. It's whatever. Like I said, try to build towards a feud possibly. It is what it is. We got highlights of the absolute beatdown of Kenny Omega, the diverticulitis stomp to the or elbow to the gut where he's coughing up blood, and I loved it. It was theatrics. It was fantastic. Love that. We get, it's a nice little promo package leading into Okada versus Mark Briscoe. Love that. We get to hear from Mark Briscoe, who's just, he's talking about him and Kenny have become friends, and now he's got his back, so he's going to go into this. And I was hoping and praying to the wrestling gods above that Okada in Mexico was going to be the Okada that we're going to get in Texas in about a month. We were going to get somebody on that level that was just going to bring me just all the joy in the world. And no, we got second gear Okada, and it's not the worst ever, but it just, at the end of the day, it was just second gear. It's just what you're going to get out of him right now. He saves it for the big time. Mark Briscoe works his ass off because I think that's the only gear Mark Briscoe has, is work my ass off. So it is what it is. Solid match, not over the top. Lost to the Rainmaker. Don Callis jumps in after the match is over. They pose for a while. Yeah. He gets a couple shots.
Beat the crap out of Mark. Nobody comes to save him.
Yeah. Which kind of probably just, obviously Kenny wasn't there. So, you weren't going to get a Kenny save, but what happened to the conglomeration? What happened to all these guys that had Mark Briscoe's back? What happened to all them fellas? Come on.
You got questions.
Lots of questions. Speaking of, I got a question about this one, but I'll get into it as we get going. The supposed main event of this whole thing, MJF versus Mystico. MJF comes out with the Hurt Syndicate. Last week we heard MJF call Mystico a sloppy Sin Cara. And boy howdy, that's what we fucking got. Because this guy who apparently every Friday night is tearing the fucking house down gave us an Americanized whatever. He's fucking gassed in the first 10 minutes. Anything he does looks slow, not methodical, just slow. And he looked lethargic. It looked bad. MJF is trying to get heat by walking away. That didn't even do anything. The Hurt Syndicate kind of sort of gets involved. And honestly, I forgot that they were on MJF's side. So when I fucking saw Bobby Lashley get involved, I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I remembered, oh yeah, it's the Hurt Syndicate. For the way they built this, I expected more. Am I the only one that expected to get just a little more meat on this? You know what I mean? Just a little something?
No. No, then again, we know Max has the technical ability. But at the same time, we know he's not going to put it all out there. But to your point, I did kind of expect more, at least even from a story perspective.
Right.
I guess from the end of the match on, when, you know, he did the shit that he did, I guess that kind of plays into it a little bit. But I'm not surprised Max did that, because that's just something Max would do. Disrespectful motherfucker.
Anything, DC?
No. Hey, Sin Cara's back.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with it. It looked sloppy. I was hoping for more. I remember, you know, again, you have to understand when a lot of these luchadors, they leave and they come back, and then he ended up taking over somebody else's gimmick. So it's not the same Mystico that had been over for years on end, but he got over enough, just didn't bring it. So I'm hoping it was like a one-time thing, get him on a pay-per-view, we'll see how it goes. This one
hopefully, but the aftermath of the match,
yes,
though, that was something there, because Speedball, Kevin Knight came out, and we had Templario, I think it was Mascara Dorada, and Titan come out to save for the save, and I think that initially got more of a reaction than the match.
Setting up for a fucking, a three-way, was it the 9-man match, the 3-on-3-way? That could be weird, but cool. Again, weird, but cool. I like it. I don't know, fuck it. I think we've done weird shit like that before. Then again, they're pushing the fuck out of Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, and I love this shit. Keep them as a tag team.
Absolutely.
Keep it rocking. I love it. One thing I don't love is whoever is the costume design person for Leo Rush. Ricochet, Leo Rush, Masco Del Rado, Hologram, 4-way match for $4 million pesos. Excalibur lets us know it's just a little over $200,000. Ricochet, no stranger to wrestling in Mexico. For those of you that know fucking Lucha Underground, even though they shot those in L.A., he still took the Prince Puma character out to Mexico a few times. Mascaro Del Rada is the former Grand Metalik. Hologram is Hologram. Glad to see him back. And Leo Rush with the assless chaps on his face. Because that's all I thought of when I seen it, because it wasn't like a cool, like the fucking eyes were really big. Just like really big. And I'm like, them looks like assless chaps. Like you were just like, I want to wear a mask. Hey, you cowboy, give me them things. And he's like, what? Are you sure? Yeah. And bam. There we go. Yeah. I don't know what to think about Leo Rush anymore. He's just like there. And I'm almost sure everybody's going to agree with me when I say this. This is his own fucking fault. Like, this guy had a shit ton of momentum, got hurt, I'm retired. Came back. Would get a little bit more momentum, so people were glad that he's back. Oh, hope he's healthy, give him a little bit of a push. I lost my push, I fucking retire.
He's Leo Funk.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I don't know how to feel about it.
The dude has retired more times than Terry Funk did.
Yeah.
I heard twice. What?
How many times did Terry Funk retire? Just twice.
7.
Goodness gracious.
He's still got time.
Still got time. Well, he'll catch up. We're just fucking around. I didn't expect Hologram to win. Then again, I think if there's anybody, and I know I'm going to get some shit for this, if there's anybody who's going to, put 4 million pesos to better use, it's going to be like Hologram or Mascara Del Rado. So, good to see them win. Glad to see Hologram back. Hope he gets back on at least Collision soon. That'd be really good. He was fucking over This dude was pretty over again to a CMLL crowd who haven't seen him in a while since he's been on the AEW side. And then we get to this fucking thing, and the writing was on the wall when we got here, and it just, I don't know why. She's like fumbling with all the belts now, and at least like Ultimo Dragon, like, had like the strength to hold them all up. You know what I mean? It's not her. CMLL Women's Championship, Zeus versus Mercedes Mone. This match was fine. Fucking Zeus dumps herself on her fucking face, going out for a suicide dive. This poor girl. Oh, I screamed in absolute horror. Just lands right on her face. Comes down like a ton of bricks. There was another spot where she gets just dumped on her head again. And I just feel so bad because the whole idea is that she's like the world beater. She's like somehow better than what Kenny Omega was when he was going around just winning everything. But I don't think any of these matter. It just doesn't really matter. I mean, it's the Ultimo Dragon scenario. That's what this is. It's all about like, oh, well, think about what Ultimo Dragon did. Understand, and I'm gonna give everybody a nice little history lesson. Ultimo Dragon's 8 championships belts was known as like the J Championship or something like that, the Super J Championship.
Super J Crown.
Thank you, the Super J Crown, which was 8 different promotions coming together for a fucking Best of the Super Juniors tournament. And rather than winning a trophy and a shot at just one belt, you won all their light heavyweight belts. And they actually originally included WWF's light heavyweight championship as well, but they got rid of it before the tournament started. So there's history lesson there. Not I've gone to all these companies, one, to not go back and defend them, because Ultimo Dragon would go back to Japan, to Germany, to the UK, wherever his belt was from, and he would go defend it. Or he would defend the whole belt right there on fucking WCW Nitro. She's not defending these extra belts. She's winning them, holding them for what? So it looks cool when she walks into Texas? Because I don't see the point. It doesn't make her a better wrestler. It doesn't make her a better champion. It doesn't make her a more formidable opponent. It makes it look like... this might be a weird way of saying it, but the John Cena storyline right now is he wants to ruin wrestling. I'm so inclined to say that that's Mercedes Mone NEED's storyline too. She's out to control wrestling for her own. It's not about what's for the greater good. It's about what's best for her. And in my, I guess, narrow notion here, TK thinks that it's the same thing. That it's, oh, well, her global success is our global success, and it's not. Again, it doesn't make her better. It doesn't make her more formidable. It makes her, honestly, a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Expendable.
Annoying.
That too, definitely annoying. But expendable. If you're a champion of all these places, you can fuck off. Why do you have to be here? Why don't you fuck off? But then they're flipping it and reversing it in some weird notion. I've rambled on long enough. I just, does this make sense to anybody?
No, like you said, none of those belts matter. You got this random promotion from Austria that she just randomly showed up to and won. The Rev Pro belt, I think she's only defended maybe once since she's had it.
Yeah.
The TNT title gets defended whenever, they feel like.
Yeah. I'll pay you.
And now she's got the CMLL title. Like, okay, great. Like, now what? Like, this doesn't increase your star power. This doesn't make you a better wrestler. This, like, what's the point of all of this? I mean, there was this talk that she's going to go back to WWE. Did she really need to leave WWE to go make a name for herself? And that she's going to come back and get that glorious pop? No, she didn't need to do that.
obviously don't know what glorious pop she'd get, but sure. I don't. It doesn't. I don't even DC sitting here saying thinking the same thing. It just doesn't. It doesn't. The math ain't mathing.
It was a foregone conclusion. Like, we knew this was going to happen. Like, and it doesn't spell a lot of hope for Texas either. So
No.
The writing's on the wall.
We already know she's gonna beat Toni Storm. Like, and for what? Like, what is the fucking point? Since when is it okay for your main women's title to take a fucking back seat to the TBS title?
Yeah.
I thought the TBS title was supposed to be the secondary title, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So then Mercedes has everything. What then? Oh, she hasn't beaten Athena yet. Oh, that'll be next.
Jesus Christ.
You have so many talented women on your fucking roster.
Yep.
And you're doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And I'm telling you now, more people are going to leave AEW. More women are going to leave.
Oh boy, howdy. That's a whole episode we're gonna get into. Trust me, the TSK are chomping at the bit for that one. I don't want to sit on this too much fucking longer. The aftermath though was important. We did get a nice little Mina pop. She shows up like in the little fucking like stage area, whatever. Waves. Timeless Toni Storm comes out looking like Dick Tracy. Thought that shit was awesome. Fucking whole red suit, everything. The lady in red, as they called it. Spooked her out, gave her a suplex.
Tony San Diego, baby.
Right, fucking Tony San Diego. I love it even better. Suplexes the shit out of Monet. Belts go flying everywhere. We're anticipating the same fucking
like
thing.
Motherfucking Sonic the Hedgehog after she hit that suplex. God damn!
It was great. I'm really hoping we're wrong. I want to be, those times where you're like, I swear I hope I'm wrong. I want to be so wrong in saying that she's going to win in Texas. Because, again, it doesn't matter. I've rambled on about it enough, but I want to give one more fun example. Ric Flair, Harley Race, these guys were known as some of the best wrestlers in the world. Not for how many championships they held at one time, but for having the ability to go to other places, win there, and then come back and defend here as well. That was the major thing. They can win it, hold it, defend it anywhere, even home territory, away games, doesn't matter. They were the best because they showed up each and every fucking week. Not won everybody's goddamn belt.
This is basically a female version of Matt Cardona.
But see, Matt Cardona was cool.
But, I would say when Matt did it, it was cool.
It was cool. It's the underdog status. Unlike this one.
Cardona had something to prove.
Exactly. This one was supposedly one of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
Mercedes, not so much. Like, she was already on the top of the card. Main event WrestleMania. Held the main title a couple times. Like, you don't have nothing to prove here.
Yeah.
Not one thing.
Got a match on Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, yeah, if you're telling me that they're not on the same plane. They're not on the same plane. You weren't supposed to like Zack Ryder, okay? Matt Cardona was supposed to die, and he didn't. Thank God for it. Speaking of thank God, Jesus Christ. The pop that Will Ospreay got from this Mexico crowd trumped so many, and he even loved it so much that he went online and bragged about it. Main event, AEW champion, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, The Beast, Mortis, Mercedes Mone's new squeeze. She likes the big guys. And the Young Bucks taking on Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, Kachishori, Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs, the Ops. It was a brawl. 5-on-5. Guys went Hamburg on everybody. Love to see more Shibata getting work in there. Shibata looking like Shibata of old. Don't give him too much time in the ring. Get him in there. Get him his shit. Get him the fuck out. The Beast Mortis went Hamburg. I don't know if he did because he's back in Mexico. I don't know if he did because now everybody knows that he's fucking Mercedes Moné. Whatever the reasoning is, this kid
Well,
turned up.
the special stat here, this was his first match in Arena Mexico in 14 years.
Damn.
TK had to go ask the big boss of CMLL
Hey.
to let Mortos on the show, and they said, "Okay, no problem."
Hey, no
We'll do
problem
that
with
for
you.
And they got him on the show. So 14 years
14
since he
years.
wrestled in Arena Mexico.
Love it. So to just pretty much finish up, John Moxley gets a win by holding the fuck out of somebody's tights because, you know, Mox Hogan, or however you want to call him. But it is
Bullshit
what it is.
ass finish.
Yes.
That sucked.
Sucked balls.
Terrible.
Everything else was pretty fun. But the aftermath was the important part. So out comes Hangman Adam Page, because that's what he promised. He promised to be out as soon as the match is over, and the match was over. He beelines it for John Moxley. Ends up hitting a buckshot lariat on, I think it was Matt Jackson. Nick's pissed off as all fucking holy hell. Mox ends up escaping. But the whole time after he hit this, Hangman keeps checking on the Bucks. Keeps trying to figure out, is Matt okay? It's already kind of planting those seeds that they are best friends still, and they got too much love for each other to cross each other. And it's given me bad vibes. It's giving me the negative hope. I'm afraid that we're going to get the thing that we don't want, which is Hangman not finishing the mission. Whether it's costed him by the Bucks, or whether, like, the Bucks try to help him and fuck him anyway, whatever. I really, truly fucking hope that we stop whatever the fuck this NWO wannabe train is July the 12th. Okay? Do not ruin my wife's birthday where I am, like, you know, I'm already obligated to try to make sure this is a good day. Don't ruin it by Hangman losing, and then it all's going out the fucking window. Hangman has to win. It's Hangman or bust. No, don't say it. No, say it again, because I totally cut you off.
Timothy Allen.
I don't want to wait. That sounds like a Dawson's Creed thing. I love that reference right there. I don't. No, really, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I love these guys.
Darby Allin comes parachuting in to the top of the stadium.
Yes.
Fuck it.
No, I don't have fucking time for this shit anymore. That's my problem. As cool as it sounds, I don't have time for this shit. We're taking so long, and it's like I feel like it's getting worse by the week. It's getting worse by the week. You know,
nobody likes this storyline, but apparently it draws ratings because during a media scrum, TK had mentioned that ratings are the highest is when Mox is on the screen. Well, that's because we want to see him lose. Mm-hmm. We want this to be over. We want to see it be over. That's the only reason why we're watching, Anthony. I know you're watching.
I swear, like I hope I am wrong, but I swear either Bischoff or Nash has said something very similar about the ratings and the time slots about Hogan. We were the biggest when Hogan was on. When Hogan was on, attention was... I'm pretty sure it was Bischoff. So again, if we're going to go down this route, look at what the end product was for them. The good players that the people loved and respected and couldn't wait to help them get over were fucking leaving by the boatload. By the boatload. And they were showing up on the other show. And guess what? They're doing it now. It's happening now.
It would just be a detrimental waste to Hangman too. He's had this amazing storyline, this whole redemption arc. The story has been fantastic. For anybody that says Hangman can't tell a good story, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Any storyline that Hangman has actually been in has actually been really good. And if you say otherwise, you're being biasly objective. But that's just me, and maybe the rest of you guys. But it would just be an absolute waste of a storyline if Hangman does not win.
Waste of talent. Waste of time.
A waste of that excellent Spanish promo.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Even if he just learned that fucking script earlier that day, that was still fantastic.
First off, if he learned it that day, that's even more impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. But it sounds like he's got it in his back pocket. Good on him. I think he's already married. I was gonna say, if not, he could definitely bag a Latina. DC, anything to add?
You know, to go off your point with the whole ratings and Mox.
I like Mox.
It reminds me of Triple H's Reign of Terror. People just wanted the shit to be done.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, we don't give a fuck who takes it. We don't care if it's Billy Bob, the fucking hot dog vendor.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Keep them buttons warm.
Just hell, I wouldn't even care if Tony Khan won the fucking thing.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm the champion. Pay me.
You can't tell me he hasn't thought about it.
If he has, that is literally the beginning of our fucking problems. Like,
all right, bro. Here's what we're gonna do, bro.
I'm gonna win the world title, bro, and then I'll pay you.
I can see it now. He totally would show up in a Tampa Bay baseball jersey. I can fucking see it now. Or because there's no Jacksonville too. There's no Jacksonville basketball. Maybe the fucking yeah. Anyway, he'd figure something out, or he'd get a fucking.
It's either Devil Rays or the Marlins.
There you go.
Take your pick.
Oh God, it'd just be the worst. But I can see it now. Just please don't go down that road. Don't go down that road. Hopefully it gets better. Like I said, we're a week away from Night of Champions. We're a little less than a month away from All In Texas. I'm more anticipating for All In Texas. Excited for it, but it is what it is. So we got to go ahead. We're gonna start closing up the show. It's some time to put some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? There's we got 2 lists. Always check them twice. One's nice, one's not so nice. And yeah, one guy named Bill Goldberg is definitely going on one list. Let's kick it off with the Bill in board.
The hell's a bellend?
A bellend? You're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
Okay, so if it's not obvious enough, if it wasn't obvious enough, a Bill Goldberg is definitely going on this week. Just, actually, you know what? I don't know. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to Bill. You want to know why? Because Bill did nothing wrong. Bill did nothing wrong. I'm adding points to Paul Levesque's total. That's what I'm doing. Because it's ultimately his decision. Don't look at me like that, DC. I know Bill didn't do nothing, okay? He's an innocent man somehow, some way.
Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
Did nothing wrong.
Oh, no, I got points for somebody.
So this will go on Big Uncle Paul. I'm just giving him 15. Again, it sounds like some people want it. I don't want to deny the people what they want. I just don't want it. So
gotta give people what they want.
I'll leave it at 15 because it's a Saturday night's main event, and it's nothing massive. So I'll leave it at 15. What you got, D?
I got, for the absolute bullshittery of all the fucking IWC, I'm giving $1 million.
A bazillion?
When Liv Morgan went down with a dislocated shoulder, and now is probably going to be out up to close to a year.
That's the boots.
People are being absolutely downright horrible, saying, oh, she deserved it. They're glad she got hurt.
IWC
At the end of the day, it's
fucking
a fucking
worst
show. Like, you're talking about a young woman who goes out there, puts her body on line to fucking entertain you ungrateful fucks.
Ungrateful fucks.
A lot of
Just a freak accident. And I've rewatched it. Like, it looked perfectly normal.
Yeah.
It sure did.
I honestly, I half expected it to be a spot. I expected Kyrie to come over and her do the whole fake injury spot where she rolls her up 1, 2, 3, it's over. That's what I was waiting for. And that's just like, they rushed a commercial. Oh, she's really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you can't really see exactly the moment it happened. But to make those kind of comments, not just about any wrestler when they get hurt, whether they're a good guy, bad guy, whatever, does not matter. Still a person.
At the end of the day, fam. At the end of the day, it is a person who has to now take time off for again a random sporadic injury out of fucking nowhere. Okay, this isn't it wasn't even bad coordination. It was just good old fashioned bad luck, and that's not good. But just old fashioned.
It's the
bad
same
luck.
injury Rhea had.
Yeah. So, but then again, the same people that say this shit couldn't run the ropes for 5 seconds, let alone fucking wrestle over 200 matches a fucking year. So,
can't even walk to the bathroom without huffing and puffing. You fucking jerks.
Yeah, fucking jerks. All right, I love that. Rack all them fucking points up to the IWC because they are some of the fucking absolute worst people on this planet. I'm gonna finish it off with.
I wonder why so many wrestlers hate the IWC.
If it's not obvious enough. If it's not obvious enough. And then I got one final one because each and every week my man does it every time. He comes at me, Chris, the big dog from the North Carolina. He comes at us with some stuff each and every week. And this week it's 20 points to Vince Russo because his wild prediction, he swears up and down that John Cena's retirement match will be against Uncle Paul. Vince, just stop it. Just for the love of God, Vincent, knock it off. That's all I got for that.
You know, I'm going to see his 20, and I'm going to raise it another 30.
Hey, why not? Fuck Vince Russo. He's a piece of shit. Guy is the goddamn drizzling shits.
Just for waking up today.
Hey.
Fuck Vince Russo.
Clap. Fuck Vince Russo.
The guy who's bitter because no wrestling company will call him.
There's reasons for this, fam. There's
Because
reasons for
I believe he's gotten fired from all of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Not AEW yet.
The truth shall set you free, as we said last week. So, the truth has been set free. The points have been given away. Now let's give some good points away. And I got one guy in mind for some good points. So let's hop on to the Brett board.
Brother.
All right. If it's not obvious enough, we ran it about him. I ran it about him. Rob ran it about him. He's an English teacher, now apparently teaching your mama Spanish on the side. Hangman Adam Page gets 50 points, no fucking questions asked. 50 points, not only for having great pronunciation, great delivery, but just such the unexpectedly awesome fucking promo that was a simple story about a young farming boy that met some people and knew that together we can work hard. Love that. I fucking love that.
Throw in an extra 2 points because his mustache is still fucking impeccable.
52
okay,
is.
Say Kyle.
Kyle sucks. Kyle don't know nothing about no mustache. He still got peach fuzz. Easy 52. I like that. 52. I like that a lot, actually, for the hangster. Anybody want to add anything else? Anybody so cool in your mind that you got to give him some points this week?
You know what? I want to give it up to the ultimate, bro. William. Goat. Osprey.
He is the fucking.
You know, he got into Mexico at 3 a.m. yesterday, and he got word that his grandfather passed away.
Oh!
And he still went out there and had an absolute hell of a match. Mad respect for that.
Man. Oh, man. I hope somebody got him a fucking pint. At least. Goodness gracious. All right, DC, anything from you?
You know, honestly, I got 20 for the SmackDown writing team for finally fucking doing something with the Wyatt Six. We actually have a coherent storyline with them that's not just them coming out and attacking people and random one-off matches. Like, we're actually having a storyline here.
Hey, do you know how to do your fucking job? Oh, sorry, that was my fucking happy dance.
No, thanks for getting Hikuleo out there.
Hey, about fucking time.
In a dark match.
Yeah, it was a dark match, but
I don't give a
he's
shit.
out there.
It's good enough. Let the people know that he really is in the E. Do something positive with him, please. He was getting better. I thought he should have stayed in New Japan. He was still pretty green.
Just stick him with Solo.
Stick him with
What
Omos.
they're gonna do.
Him and Omos.
Wait.
I'm just kidding.
Wait for his brothers to come back at this point.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's the only thing you fucking can do. So, all right. So, that's the points given out. We appreciate y'all joining us for a very special Friday edition of the TSK Takeover here on the Max Wrestling. So, speaking of TSK Takeover, there's only one way to figure out what's going down. That's to hear what we have coming up for y'all in the due weeks. So, right into, I guess, the cool little whatever click talk. As of right now, hopefully the majority of you guys watching right here, right now, especially on the TSK Takeover episodes, you've gone over to go check out our YouTube page, TSK All MF in Day. It'll be down in the link description below, all that fun stuff, maybe even a little something in the corner. We'll figure it out as we get there. Definitely come check us out. We drop a little bit of different content than the Max Wrestling. Max Wrestling right here, as you can tell, we're a little more on the scripted side, trying to hit on the hot points. We specialize in pay-per-view reviews as well as some hot topics. And our hottest topic, which is still yet to come to y'all, but trust me, we know when it does, it's going to go hamburger, is we're going to fix AEW. We're gonna take over the reins from Tony Khan. We might keep B Dry on the creative side, but we're kicking out TK. We're taking over the reins, and we're gonna let you know how we could fix AEW, how we can make it more quote-unquote competitive with the E, how to ensure stars aren't leaving left and right, and how to expand its viewership. And trust me, that's a big, big one. But again, go check out the TSK All MF and Day. I should say it's youtube.com/TSK All MF and Day. We have a few episodes up right now. We're still going to be doing some backdrop, old archived episodes, and any new ones, you'll know about it on the Max and on all the socials before we get there. So, speaking of socials and fun stuff, outside of the TSK, we have some other projects. Rob, what is going down with the Black Hearts?
So, Blackheart in the corner there.
Love it.
Blackhearts, deep into the heart of wrestling. Over there, we recently just released a show. We did a watch through, a Ring of Honor episode, actually, of Joey Samoa, and Kenta Kobashi from their match in 2005. Me and Mike, it's a match. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but me and Mike were familiar with that. It was actually Nico's first time watching that match, and it was it was incredible. So that's over on Mike's YouTube page right now. So go definitely check that out. Any of the Blackheart social media, you follow us over at linktree/BlackheartsEBD3. What we got in the pipeline, we're going to be doing predictions for Night of Champions. We have, we're going back to the Origins episodes, the Three Faces of Su Yung. And I believe, we got some more. We got a lot. We've had a pretty tremendous year, and now that we're at the halfway point, we're going to finish strong. We're going to do a lot of really cool shit over there, so hopefully you follow us. If you want to follow me, Talk Some Sour Sauce, because that's what we specialize over here in the TSK.
Yes, sir.
You follow me over there at linktree/Hey, I'm Rob.
Hey, he's Rob. Go check him out. It's a must do.
Hey, it's Rob.
Gotta love it. DC, what's going down with the pundit? And what's the haps? What's the other one? The weekly wrap up? You, Paul, and Mike.
I got 3 shows. Hey, not counting y'all. I got number 1. I got Uncaged. Mike uploaded that, I think, last week. Yes. We were joined by, hey, it's Rob.
Hey, it's Rob.
Me.
Where we discussed the life and times of the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu.
Love it.
We discussed the infamous match that he had with his uncle as a team in Japan, where the ring literally caught fire.
Caught El Fuego.
Yeah. Burns, burns, burns.
The Ring of Fire.
Quite literally.
Quite literally.
And the pundit, it's the weekly review. We are recording that. I'm not sure the exact date. That is coming soon. Pundit is actually doing the encoding process in YouTube as we speak. I just finished it shortly ago. We all know how long that can take for the encoding.
Get your shit together, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube.
Like, I've got nothing else connected right now, but
YouTube
it's still taking forever.
is a lagging. It's all good. We'll get it up sooner rather than later. Check out these gentlemen and all their hardworking projects. The next time you see me, you'll actually see me with Rob, with Mike. I don't know if maybe DC's in this one. I forget who's all coming to this
be
one.
there.
He'll be there. We're talking Lucha Underground, which I think is a perfect time to do so, considering the CMLL, the AAA, everything going down in the Lucha Libre world right now, spilling in to the American wrestling. So that's going to be fun. That's going to drop sometime next week. Again, super excited. These roundtables are interesting. You get a little bit of everything perspective-wise from everyone. I don't think we've fully agree on every topic, but we have certain things that stand out from each of us. We all have our own certain opinion. It's a whole big bag of fun. You definitely got to check that one out right here each and every week on the Max Wrestling. You can check us out. And then, of course, after every big pay-per-view, you can check out the boys. Again, TSK All MFN Day. Probably not of champions because, again, pay-per-view reviews or PLEs, however you want to spin the wheel. And then, of course, we will be doing All in Texas. We got to try to get a live reaction one down, and it might just be All in Texas. Worst case scenario, I say it like that all the time, but I want to say it like that out loud to put it into the land of fruition. At least the Okada-Omega match. At least that one. So we'll figure out how we get done with it, and the only way to figure out how that goes down is by following all the fun socials. So Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, TSK All MF Day on the Twitter. Soon to come, by the way. Not yet, but soon to come. And, of course, check us out on the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other fun socials, including that fun TikTok. Well, it's still around, I think. I don't know how that thing's going anymore. Our government is weird.
Oh, it got extended again.
Again, of course it did. So, we appreciate y'all for joining us for another beautiful TSK Takeover. We will see y'all next week for Trivia Takeover 10. It's been beautiful kicking it with the boys, and now we'll bid y'all adieu, good night, and goodbye. La bang.
And we'll pay you!
Bill Goldberg.